Hello, you want to own a business or you already have a business, but you are wondering how to get some money to expand your business, to grow it. I'm talking about 3 ways. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. This channel is about empowering ourselves, taking those steps we need to make our lives better. Today, my topic is 3 ways to fund a business, to fund your business, to get money to run your business, whether you have it already or it's just an idea. If you are new, welcome. My name is Sherifa Nakalima. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And I record videos about business tips like this one today, earning money online through affiliate marketing. I have many of those on this channel. And then I also record motivational messages just to ask you to take a step to make your life better. And recently I declared that I'm dreaming big. So if you're ready to dream big with me, this is the channel. Please consider subscribing. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. And I hope you're already dreaming. You already joined me, right? I'm hoping you already subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when I have a new video. I'm recording more. I said that in recent video. I'm making them shorter. I need your opinion because when I make them short, that means less stories. I won't tell stories. Believe me, I always have a story about everything I'm talking about. So I'm going to ask you to put a comment. Do you prefer like the way I'm going to do today, or you prefer the ones with stories? I won't have stories today. The topic is, you have this idea, or you're already in business, or you want to start a business, but you are wondering where to get the money. Everyone is wondering about the money. So I'm going to just mention, I'm not discussing, because when I discuss, that's when I start putting stories. I've mentioned 3 ways, and then you think about it. Where are you? Where will you fall within 3 ways? Because as business owners, that's the biggest challenge. Money. Where is the money to run it? Okay. By the way, I didn't mention when I release videos. There's one that always comes out on Sunday, and that one will still be a longer one. That's where the stories will come. But in the middle, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, in the middle of the week, most likely Wednesday, Thursday there. I'll be maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I could have on one of those days 1 or 2 videos. This week, when I'm recording this week I've had 2. This is the second one. I've already had one the day before. So let's go to the 3 ways. Either you started a business already or you haven't. And if you haven't, that's my message. I invite you, figure out a way to get to me. You can go through my website. It's up on the screen. You can get to me through many ways. If you click on any of my links here, you'll get to me, my phone number. I'll suggest to you how to start a business, mostly online. It's easy online. Affiliate marketing is the easy way to go now. But let's go to the one who's already have an idea, or you have an idea of what you want to do, or you already started a business. I'm just going to go through the 3 ways. Number 1, you can use your own savings. These days, savings are hard, but maybe you have some money stacked up somewhere. But please don't leave some for emergency, for the family. A business doesn't bring money so fast, so be careful about that. Don't take all the savings. Make sure you have some money to take care of the bills of regular expenses. In fact, they said 6 months or 8 months. If you have more than that, then the rest you can start your business. That's savings. You are using savings. Another way, the 3 categories, one of them, the first one I'm discussing right now is you. You are the one, you have the money from savings, or you could just like intentionally choose right now to start taking off some money from what you're getting right now. I'm sure you'll get a little bit extra if you start saving, using less in the month, so you can save some. Put aside some like maybe $200 a month or 300, whatever, for your business, especially if you already started it. You can grow it slowly that way. Like you put out 200, 300, 500, whatever, to fund as you go slowly. Then another way, still, I'm still on you looking for the solution. You could just go and do something else, extra, specifically to get out some money to invest in this business. Like these days, locally, when we had the open economy, when there was no lockdown, like I could say someone go babysit, like here where I am in America, you can take care of someone's kids, children. They go out a few hours a week. They pay you some money. In a month, you can gather some. You could do many, many things. Now, with this economy, we have to be more creative. We have to go like online. Do you know online, like with all these YouTubers, us YouTubers, we want someone who can help us with like thumbnails, banners, or logos, or you can train yourself to do these things. And then you can either find some people, like in the Facebook groups, you tell them that you do this, even anywhere you can, or you register Upwork. They send you people, assume you are good enough, you'll be able to earn some money that way. You spend like an hour or two a day, you earn some money, but you bring in that money. This is something extra from the regular work you do. This is something just to whatever comes is for your business. If you are listening to me and you didn't have an idea yet how to start a business, I just told you how to get to me. We'll start thinking about doing affiliate marketing. It's actually business. And then start saving some money, looking for money these ways that I'm saying. It adds up. With affiliate marketing, now you can start with like $100, not even 100, $7. The other program costs $7. Then you buy a domain, then you buy a hosting, and you're in business. It's actually easy. You just put in the time, and then meanwhile, because at some point you're going to start to advertise, and then you use the money from the designing the people's thumbnails and banners, whatever, any way you can get some money. Slowly. Please get in touch with me. I'll show you how to do that slowly, because that's the way I'm doing slowly. And then the other way would be to I've covered you just had some savings now, or you worked on a job and saved some money, or the third one is you go straight and start something new. So that's you. And that's method number 1 of getting some money to run a business. I'm going to method number 2, borrowing. Borrowing, it may not be good, but people do it. You may start with family and friends. You say, I have this idea, please give me some money. Please be careful. This could lead to trouble, but it's one of the ways. If they like your idea, they come, they invest. They are not becoming partner, they just investing. They just giving you, you're borrowing. They're not investors, they're just giving you some money to bring back later. So family and friends, or you could straight go to the bank and borrow. I don't support any of this I'm saying. By the way, I'm not an advisor. I'm just sharing things. I'm not official an advisor to you. I'm not advising you. So you can talk to an advisor, financial advisor, to tell you the best way. But me, through my experience and through hearing stories, this way that this borrowing, I'm not recommending it. But I'll still say it. It's not very good. So, family and friends, or you go to the bank. You go to the bank, they'll want something from you. You put if you are like where I originally come from, which is Africa, they like to take their title, bring a title. And here in America, they have their ways too. But believe me, if you are not so sure what you are doing, it's not a good way. Under borrowing also, like especially where I am, is credit cards. You can, they are throwing credit cards. Like every time you go out to get some mail from your mailbox, they are always offering credit cards. But those credit cards, you have to be very, very careful. Some of them have, in business terms, you may think the interest is not so high because they could say 15% a year. If you're really doing something profitable, you could pay them back. But for me, by the way, I'm not a believer in credit cards, and I don't know. But for me, it's personal. But I have to discuss them. Just for education purposes here. I don't like using them. So you get a credit card, but when it's zero, this is what I would support if I were to support you on credit cards. If you get an offer of 0% for a whole year, 0% for a whole year, not 6 months. 6 months is short. If they give you 0% for a whole year, and you're really, really responsible, and what you are doing is doing the business you are creating is doing these two things: is profitable and also has demand. I have a whole video I did about profitability and having a business that's profitable but with no cash flow, and business with cash flow without profits. I have it, but I'm not even recommending. You could find it on the channel, but I have it where I'm talking about profitability, the importance of profitability. When you are borrowing this kind of money of 0%, make sure whatever you're doing bring a real profit that you can see, and also there is demand for it. Because it doesn't matter if it's profitable, but you have only one item. You sell one item a month. Maybe it's a high ticket, but if it's a small thing, like you sell something. Let me give you a profitable an idea of an example of a profitable thing. You have something you sell for $100, and it took you just $20. You spent just $20 to make it. That's a good profit, gross profit, but a good profit. But if you sell just one item a month, it's no use because it can't cover what you have to spend to pay for. That's a profitable item that's not good or product because you are selling, there's no much demand for it. And then on the other hand, you may have something that has high demand, like for example, something else that you sell $100, but your profit is only $10. Like many people want to buy, but you're getting very, very minimal profit. That's also not a good thing. So you want to be balanced out with the demand and with the profit. If you find that kind of thing, then I would say go for the 0% credit card, so that by the time, because what happened, let's assume they gave you a credit card for $2,000. Open the line. You start, you're excited. It's zero. You start buying this and doing logos and things you don't even need. At that time, when you're starting out, a logo is not the most important thing. So you start spending money, but this is not your money. But because they said zero, you feel happy, it's easy money. Guess what happens? Soon you'll have spent that $2,000 before you even have any income coming in. Or maybe little money, but like when you're advertising, you're throwing it out because you didn't earn it. You're not careful. When it's earned money, you earned your 100, you have to be careful where you're going to spend it on advertising. But when it's a credit card money, you just buy this, buy that. Soon it's gone. Now, 2,000 is gone. And soon the interest starts, because the free time will end and they start demanding their money. And assuming it wasn't profitable and it didn't have enough demand, you see how you don't have the money to pay them? And guess where that leads you? To very bad credit, and the future is very dark if you travel that road. That's why I say, if it's zero, make sure you're very, very responsible. And if you take a card with interest, that one, I don't even want to go there because it's a very dangerous route, that one. Okay, I'm done with credit cards. You borrowed, either you borrowed from family and friends, or you went to the bank and got a real loan, but you put out some assets, be careful. Or now you are still with the bank, you have to follow that rule. Profitability and demand. There is market for it. There's people who want to buy. The third one is credit cards. I just told you they all have issues. The family is going to lead you to conflicts with people. It's rare that you will not end up in conflicts. Either they lose their money and just forgive you, or Or you may not be responsible enough to pay them back. And now, even if you make the money, some people are different. They borrow, they make the money, but they forget the people who helped them out when they were starting out. They're thinking about expanding. They forgot someone they haven't paid. So that one is also, but of course, if you are a responsible person, maybe you can take care of it. So those are the three ways that I said, as I suggested for you. Either you do it yourself, you fund your own business slowly, or you borrow from the bank. Oh no, the third one. So the third one, you borrow. One is yourself. Two, you borrow. Those three ways of borrowing. And number three, yes, I promise you number three. Number three is when you bring other people into your business. You share ownership. And I'm still going to warn you about sharing. I recorded a video, that one I'm going to link in the description, about business structures. Sole proprietorship, partnership. I discussed all that, and advantages and disadvantages. If you really want to know this, because I'm going to say I'm against partnerships. By the way, I'm not your financial advisor, but still take it from me. Partnerships. Because that's when you start a business with your friend, you start a business with your husband or wife. Those, and they die. When you die, one person dies, it dies. You'll see the disadvantages. I say I'm against that. So if you are going to do that, then it has some limited liability kind. Please go watch my video. But for this purpose, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say you could choose to do that. You could call or get some partners, and when a partner comes, they may bring some money. Maybe you need $10,000 to start a business. By the way, when I'm talking about partnerships, I'll mention some important thing also. But more with if it was a company. If it was a company, I would support that. If it's a partnership, it's different. But if you are calling out someone to come, join, work with you, and it's a company, then all those issues, they become less. And please, for this one, make sure you are not doing 50-50. I wouldn't do 50-50, because when you do 50-50, it means they have 50% ownership, 50%, everything is equal, even decision making. But if it's your business, you started it, I want you to keep at least to be the main person, the final decision maker. So in that case, you need to have at least 51% ownership. 51%, so that you are the final, like in my case, I have a company, but for me, I own it 100%. But if I were to bring someone to own with me, I'll make sure I'm still the president, because I'm the owner, I'm the president. You could bring in someone else, could be like maybe 40%, but maximum, please, 49%, so that you still be the president. Maybe they can be the vice president, or they cannot have all the full power that you do. That's dangerous if you do that. Some people have sold their companies where they end up owning 10% and the rest of it is sold. So those are public, I think, other kind of companies. That's, for me, I feel like you started it and now you don't even have any powers to run it. I don't like that. As small people, I mean, on a smaller scale. But I guess an advisor could say it's a good thing to do that later, especially if you're looking for the funding. Okay, so you could choose to invite someone else to own it with you. Or you could just go. Remember, we are looking for money. The reason you are asking this person to come, they're bringing some money. If you had like $10,000 that you need to start, they could bring in, if you give them, depending on how it's all done, to give them a percentage. They could come and come with, like, you could even give them a less percentage ownership, but they could come with $7,000, depending on how you structure the benefit. Maybe this idea you have is great, so the person can come and give you $7,000 and not mind having less than 100%, 50%. I hope You follow me with that? You have to learn about ownerships and all that stuff. And I'm not even an expert, but I have a little idea. Okay, so if the other way that you can get funding is through angel, you have you heard of angel investors? Like someone you just pitch and they say, yes, I want to put my money in your company, but then they just give you the money and you work, and maybe you work out a way to pay them and how they benefit by that kind of relationship. And then the other one would be the venture capital. You hear about venture capitalists. Those people also, they have the money to bring in. But when you're getting into these kind of areas, by the way, I'm not an expert. I just hear about these things. You have to be thinking big, like big, going big. And if you're really going big, maybe you could have like a C corporation, because the C corporation is the one that can go up and become publicly traded. Because when you put it on like the stock market, anyone can come and buy shares. Then you have all the capital you may need. But getting it to that level takes a lot of hard work, but it could be your dream, your big dream, to make it public. Then the funding is going to come as long as you set it up well and people can see that's going to be profitable to earn them money. You just put it out. How you do everything you do, they have to look at you, your skills, the management team, everyone in here, and they'll bring the money. And that's another level beyond what I talk about here. I just wanted to throw it in that you can come public traded. I don't know how big your dream is. Mine is not that. It's not going to public. Mine is an S corporation. It can't even become public. It's limited to 100 shareholders. Okay, so I hope this had a little value. If it did, give it a thumbs up and share it. I'm going to link below a video I recorded a long time ago when I just started about the types of structures, the way you could set up your business. But you'll see, if you watched it, that really a partnership, if you are in a partnership right now, consider changing it. That's just my opinion, but you can ask other people, other experts to tell you the future. It may be good now, but when you look at the future, it may not be a good thing. You could be partners, but you could structure it in a way that you avoid those disadvantages, especially if one of you dies. You don't want the business to die because someone died, because it has to be dissolved if it's a partnership. I don't like that kind. Okay, that's the end. Please give me a comment. Do you want these short ones where I just go like that, or do you prefer the stories? Because I could really tell you some stories of this, how this affected someone, like those 0% interest rates. I'll tell you a story, but then it makes the video so long, and I'm trying to avoid long videos. Okay, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I really want to know your feedback about this way of going. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.